Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we need to do some yard work and we're going to be starting some flower seeds. We have an abnormally beautiful day here for spring. It's up over 70 degrees and we've had blue sky and sun all day long. But we are expecting some heavy thunderstorms here in a couple hours. Oh, a frog just jumped in. Look at all the dust it stirred up. It went right over to the other side. There's always a frog plopping into the water when I walk by. But check this out, the tulips started opening up today. A beautiful yellow one here, and one coming up right behind it. I don't usually get a lot of tulips to come back, so that's nice to see. And we have another one over here by the pineapple. Oh, and this one actually opened up today too. A little buttercup. Beautiful. But I haven't looked at this one yet. Beautiful white one with some yellow tint in it. Look at all that delicious pollen in the center. That'll make a bee happy. But I had someone ask how I do my yard edging around the gardens, and I actually use a weed whacker, and I figured I'd go ahead and show you that because we have a lot of grass growing right now and the yard edging needs to get started. I have a few different garden spaces around here, and whenever I cut the edges nice and tight, it really makes them all pop. These ones aren't done yet. Pop. But I just finished up a round of edging in the front yard, and I use a battery Ryobi weed whacker because I need the lightweight one to flip it up around like I do. And I only have one battery, so I only get about a half an hour of run time, and then I have to recharge. So I'm gonna let you see. Oh, the geyser. Gorgeous. I'm gonna let you see how I get the edging done. I only got a little bit done in the front yard, but you'll get the idea of what goes on. And then if the storm's not too bad, I want to get inside the greenhouse and sow some more flower seeds because the warm weather is coming and we need to get some more started. Gorgeous. And I also have some things I need to do for the animals before the storm comes. We got to move the broilers. Peepers. Pop. Yeah. Now there's no doubt about it, just edging the yard makes everything look nicer. I do really enjoy adding that thin neutral zone between the yard and everything else. The clean lines not only help out the garden, but it makes the yard look so much nicer as well. And a few years ago, I strung a perfect circle going around the hemlock tree, and I've been edging it ever since, trying to keep that circle there. And I'd really like to get some compost on this hemlock tree and get some mulch down this year as well. Now the front is looking better, but it is a process because I only have one battery. And in the meantime, I need to take care of some things with the animals, and then we can sow some seeds. Pop. I don't think that storm's coming yet. Got a little bit of time. The geyser. Pup, we got a little distracted by nature, and it's been a couple days. Alright, I got a little distracted and I did not finish up this video yet. I do want to sow some seeds, but I got a little bit further edging in the front yard. I did 2 more batteries worth, so you should get a good understanding of how I'm doing the edging around the yards, get them all straightened out for the new spring season. The first cut is always the deepest, so it's going to be a little bit easier after this just to maintain the lines. And our mower is not quite ready to do all the yards yet, so I'm just trying to get all the edges done right now to make the yard look a little bit kept. And we are getting a beautiful day today. I'll show you what I got done, and then maybe we can get some seeds sown. So the edging is starting to look really good in the front yard. I love getting nice lines between the yard and the gardens. And like I said, I am just going to be maintaining that with the weed whacker. If some of the gardens need to re-edge, I do have a different edging tool that I'm going to go around and deepen the edges. And then I just use the weed whacker to keep the grass tight along the line. But it is a beautiful day today, up over 80 degrees, and I'm just trying to get some odds and ends things done here and wrap this video up today. And I know there's at least one person worried about the bees whenever I was taking all the dandelions out of the garden area. And like I said, I haven't mowed the entire yard, so there's plenty of dandelions out here for the bees. And not just dandelions, I have some flowers here they can use too. Oh, the summer cheer daffodils. They're just coming into bloom. They're early. Look how tiny these little ones are. These are the summer cheer daffodils, and they have a beautiful fragrance to them. And I planted those right on top of these spring daffodils because they were supposed to be blooming in the summer, not at the same time as these ones. Kind of getting hidden in there. Can't really get in there. Ooh. They have a nice fragrance, real nice. But since it's so sunny and warm today, I do have the cabbage sitting in the shade for now until I can get those planted and watered in nicely. The heat's a little stressful with them in their cells here, but we do have the warmer weather plants up here in the sun, getting full sun. And I might need to water these after today. They're getting pretty dried out. But I have the water and the seed starting mix in here we're gonna use, and I just wanna get a seed of flowers started. The only flowers I started so far are these dozen calendula, and it looks like I only have 10 so far. So today I'm just gonna get a tray of marigold sown. I picked up some seeds from the store so I can sow some fresh seeds and hopefully get them to pop up pretty quick. And I enjoy having marigolds in all the gardens. The pollinators love them and they last all season long. I don't want to get all overwhelmed with the seed starting, so we'll just start one tray today. And looking at the weather forecast, we might actually be able to start direct sowing a lot more out here too. Huh, Pop? You weeding the garden? Getting your fiber? Good boy. Good boy. The geyser puppy. Gorgeous. And I did have to turn the heat lamp on already for the broilers. But alright, that's going to be all for this one. We got a tray of marigolds sown. I did do two different kinds. One's a climax mix and the other one's Burpee's Best. I really like the brocade marigold, but I haven't been able to find that in any of the stores around here. But I'm glad we got some started and we got some more edging done in the front yard. We are going to have a lot of edging to do to get these gardens looking good again. And hopefully we can get the mower running again here soon so we can get the grass cut. But that's going to be all for this one. I'll show you my hair at the end of this video. It is getting long right now. It might be about time we cut it. It is supposed to warm up here soon, but if you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.